how they want to operate their flights on the route. I think what's neat is those flights are not leaving the market. So it is 3 times a day between Singapore and Chennai, with the 2 flights, Singapore Airlines, and Singapore Airlines actually is moved one of their flights to the morning. So that's to enhance two-way connectivity. Because if you do all of your flights overnight, somewhere there's going to be a long connection. But by taking that, making that move, they can enable two-way connectivities. And then also with the Scoot flight, of course, what's a very big thing is that, I mean, Chennai is a very big market. I think there's about 7 flights a day. By rights, there should be a lot more. If it wasn't air service, I mean, if you talk about big O&Ds, you talk about London, Paris, or New York to London, or even you talk about, then you would move to Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Jakarta. These are high density routes. Actually, Chennai should be something more like 10 times a day or more. It's Chennai to Singapore connectivity is very important. So if there, Singapore Airlines would not, want to reduce. Of course, anything as a group, we would want to increase if we could get more seats. We could have larger aircraft come in. Our A321s could come in. We could change the experience. I would love to bring the 787 into the market, because we could give the Chennai market a really fantastic experience on the Dreamliner overnight. So no changes to the frequency right now, but we would love to expand our operations.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, sir, for your question. I hope that answers it.
Flight ticket rate and then morning flight timing.
Is that
He wants to know the rate of the tickets and also the timings of the flights in the morning.
Okay, the morning flight is operated by Singapore Airlines, so I won't comment on that. We're operating out of Singapore at night, so we're departing Singapore around 10:20, exactly 10:20. So it will get here the flight will get to Chennai just before midnight, and then you will leave Chennai around 35 after midnight, 12:35, and then arrive at Singapore at 7:20 in the morning. The rates can vary because, of course, depending on how full the flight is. So I said we've had some promotions when we launched sales. We've had some promotion through September and October, to build up the loads and just to build some awareness. But the rates can vary quite a bit. So I usually tend not to give you a rate, because I don't want you to look and say, Brian, I cannot see this rate. Of course, if you're looking in December, it's peak season, the flights are building up. So I also encourage, I said, with these overnight flights, it's a very popular timing. I think it's a very strong timing for this market. You can connect to cruise, you can do a lot of things with this, you can connect to regional Southeast Asia. So I expect the flights to be stronger. So please book early, and please make use of any promos that you see, okay? So.
This is Arivananda from Navjeevan Express. How your fares will be competitive from Singapore Airlines?
How will they be competitive? Of course, it's very difficult to compare a budget airline with a full-service carrier. Something that's very, very premium. You would generally see some kind of differentiation in the fares. We're offering something very different. Some people on the same flight as you may have only taken the fly fare. That's all they needed. Other people will have taken the fly bag, 20 kg. Other people have taken fly bag, eat. They also enter the meal. Then the pricing starts to change quite a bit. But we would still be generally, more affordable than a full-service carrier, because that's not our business model. That's not what we're offering. So again, we leave the premium business to our parent airline, Singapore Airlines. Now, sometimes people try to say, Brian, Singapore Airlines got a very good promo. It's very, very low. And I say, take it, because I love Singapore Airlines too. So if you get a very good, please don't try to leverage me to go lower with my fare. Take the Singapore Airlines fare if you see a really good one. I'll say that to everyone. So if you see a good promo fare, please enjoy Singapore Airlines. It's a fantastic airline.
How many services you are going to operate daily?
Daily service. So we have we can do a daily service. That's all we can do right now.
How many services per day?
Per day,
How
one time
many
per day.
flights?
One flight per day. Yeah, one flight per day.
Okay, how many cities you are going to connect in near future?
In India or in?
In India.
I think if you look just at like Tamil Nadu, we already cover Chennai. We'll be covering Chennai, Trichy, and Coimbatore. We have in mind a number of cities. How do you say it? We always have to be looking for new destinations. So, but there is some interesting cities. I think India's in a really interesting phase right now in terms of building new airports, improving airport facilities. I think as you go around India, there's a lot of fantastic new facilities, improved facilities. They're also in markets that probably are ready for a flight. More second tier. Remember, we're in the second tier cities. We have to pioneer new flights. So the cities are ready, but what's not ready is the air service agreement. So we're actually constrained from building these new connections and new destinations. So I think we could see new routes, but this is all subject to the air service agreement and the timing. So I have my heart set on a few, but I cannot share. It's my secret sauce. If I share with you before, then other airlines will know what I'm thinking. So because each airline will have a different way how they view new routes. And so we have our secret sauce. We think these routes should come online in this order. And we think that's how they'll be successful. So, but I cannot share.
Well, Scoot's just getting started. I'm sure we'll have more such press meets with more such destinations.
I'm Vidya from Business Today magazine. My question is regarding online seat selection. Will passengers have to pay for it, because that's become a point of debate now?
Yeah, the recent article. I think they have, of course, we are selling seats. It is a commodity thing. Of course, we sell premium seats, front row seats, and also how we do seat selection. But when they do the ultimate check-in in the booking, of course, they're assigned a seat without a cost. It's just a matter if they want to wait or don't want to wait. Of course, families, we generally sit together. Groups are sit together. We have different policies to keep the groups together. So in that way, I think we're quite generous. But I said, the commodity seats, okay, does everyone know the best seat on the A320? Does anyone have any idea? You take 13F, or row 13. It has the room in front of you, and it has the full recline. So if you want to go to that seat earlier, yeah, there's a small charge for it because it's an in-demand seat. But when they go to do their check-in, and then there's the final seat assignment, no, they don't pay. It's an assigned seat. Last minute offer. You mean from now until Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll do a last minute offer. We've actually been promoting the flight since July. I said we had a launch fair. We've actually had a network sale. We also had another sale. Look for sales coming up. I think we have a Gotta Scoot Tuesdays in in Chennai would be included in that occasionally. We generally have some back to work sale after Christmas time, after year end. So please look for sales. But I don't think we have another sale in between now and the first flight.
All right, I think with that we'll wrap up the Q&A session. Thank you so much, Brian, for so